Hey everyone! I needed a reason or an excuse to play more Opus Magnum, so, well, gonna stream again, I guess. So let's do that. I'm in a level with the, wait, what's it called? What am I creating here actually? Health Tonic, right, Health Tonic. So, music is a little loud, isn't it? Let's reduce that a little bit. That sounds more pleasant. Okay, so we're producing Health Tonic. This is actually, this level actually is a difficulty spike, I think. Not a huge one, but it's the first one where you have to create a thing that, or a product that's a little bit more complex than the other levels. However, I did the math earlier while I was grocery shopping. I did the math in my head, so I have a plan to optimize this for cycle. That was not the original plan. I was just like, okay, let's just go through a few levels so I can see the later levels, so I can make a proper what is video about this. But then I saw this level and I thought like, let's start, and suddenly I was optimizing for cycles. So I don't know how that happened, but that's probably just how my brain works. Optimizing for cycles is quite fun in this game. So basically, we have to get one part of distilled water, 2 parts of element vitae, I guess, vitae, light, whatever. Let's call it light. So one time distilled water, two elements or 2 parts of light, and we have to bond them together. And so the input bottleneck is obviously the light thingy, because we need 2 of those. So we can produce 2 lights in 4 cycles. So we're gonna have, like, that's the goal, get an output rate of one health tonic per 4 cycles. And the goal is to obviously minimize the initial setup cost. And if I did the math correctly, then I can output the first water on cycle 6, because on cycle, not water, health tonic. So the first, cycle 1, I have to pick up the water. Cycle 2, I have to move it on, no, other way. So the bottleneck is the light. So I can get the second light, like in the cycle 1, I pick up the first light. Cycle 2, I move it away. Cycle 3, I pick up the second light. Cycle 4, I move it into a bonding glove. Cycle 5, I move it to the output. Cycle 6, I drop it. So cycle 6 is the earliest time we can actually finish this thing. So I'm gonna try to build this backwards to yeah, do exactly that. So I don't know, let's just start like this maybe. We'll see. So I had a setup earlier. I think it looked similar to this, because that allows me to get this over there, bond the first light, then move it over there, move it there, bond the second light. No, move it there, bond the second light, and then move it out. So that might be too early though. Pick up, move, 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 drop. That's cycle 4. That's way too early. We can't get the light there in time. So we have way more time than this. So we can go for a simpler setup if we have to. Maybe we don't have to though. Okay, so actually, yeah, no, we have to wait for the first light a little longer, because the first light will take a while to get down there. But we can afford that time, because the second light, like, it doesn't have to be in the second bonding glove before cycle 4. So we have a little time. So let's just try that by just doing like we take one of the piston arms, do like did. Okay, let's see if that works. So we go grab, rotate left, extend, drop. Well, yeah, retract, rotate right, and that's a 6 cycle. We need an 8 cycle though, because the output rate is one tonic water per 4. So we're gonna go for 8 cycles, or 8 cycles per rotation, per full rotation. So this will wait 2 cycles probably. Okay, so that would put, like, we need a second arm that does the same thing, but that should not be a big deal. That would waste some time. I'm not sure if that's a problem. Do we have enough time to do this? Maybe we do. So I need 2 arms that take light down here, and I need 1 arm that takes light from here to there. If I set this up differently though, let's see. If I set this up like this, that might be easier. Let's see. So where do we put the output then? Maybe like this. We move this 1, 2, 1, 2. Then bond the first one, move over there. That might be easier. Okay, let's see if we do that. Can I do that? So piston arm over here for the first one, then a regular arm over here for the light, another regular arm over here for the other light. Actually, piston arm is not enough here. We actually have to do like we have to have a rotation here. We have to move. This arm has to do the whole movement. So we probably need multiple arms. So maybe we can do it with the track. So it has to go 3 up, I think. 1, 2. It only has to go 2 up, but that's okay. So we start here, move there, move there, move there, move there, go back. That should work. And we probably can just put 2 arms on that track. Second arm probably around here, I assume. That's a wild guess though. So let's see if that actually works. That might just be it. That would be fairly simple. So arm 1 picks up the water, moves in that direction. Wait, I have a brain fart right now. No, I think that might just work. Let's see. So we have to only get 1 water per 4 cycles. So since we have 2 arms, we can go for 8 cycles with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 steps. Yeah, that's a full cycle there. So it's 6 steps and a drop at some point. Where's the drop? 1, 2, 3, 4 drop. 1, 2, 3, 4 drop, and then 2 more moves. And arm 2 does the same thing, just with an offset. It should probably grab here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles after the first one. Yeah, that might work. Let's see. And arm 3 will now put a light in here. Oh, there's a different solution to this as well. So we can do it like this, that the arm that picks up the water will put the final element in the output. But it would also be possible to do that with an arm that picks up a light. But I think I just got a fairly simple setup to do it with the arm of the water. So that picks up the water. So I'm gonna try that. So let's stick to the plan. So 3 picks up the light, rotates left, drops it, and rotates back, and then repeat. Arm 4 will wait for the arm 3 to move away, then do the same thing. Rotate right, drop, rotate left, pick up, rotate right, right, drop, rotate left. So it starts with rotate left, so it has to start over here. That might just be it. That looks phenomenal. There we go, 26 cycles. Awesome. Doing the math really helps. Like I banged my head against that for an hour earlier today. Didn't really got anywhere, and then I went away from the computer and thought about the timing, like at which cycle can I put in the first product, and what's at which cycle can I get the lights and whatever. And that really helped to set up this now. So this is, I'm pretty confident this is optimal. Yeah, I'm actually very sure this is optimal when it comes to time, because we cannot get the second light earlier than this. Like that's the quickest way we can get the light, and then we have to move it on a bonding kloof, because without that we cannot move it to the output obviously, and then move it to the output without any delay. Like it's going over there instantly, because this arm drops the moment where this one will move away. So this one drops, they get bonded and then moved away all in one cycle. Yeah, cool, awesome. So yeah, that should do it. One Hellfish patriarch for the House Van Tassen as ordered. Long live the patriarch Armand. Yeah, long live, I guess. You don't seem particularly enthusiastic. I do think it's good if they stay alive. If he stays alive. After all, he pays for everything around here. You'd do well to show a little more appreciation for your house. So I only optimize this for cycle now. I could optimize it for cost and area, but like, that's not right now. That's not super interesting to me anyway. So let's get to the next level. I want to complete a few levels so I can make a proper video tonight. A little boost at the necessary time. What are you on about? A little boost at the necessary time is how he put it. Who put what? Armand is worried about Frederick. Rightly so, I would say. Particularly, he wonders if Frederick will be able to produce on an heir. Stamina potion. To make him a potion that will give him a boost at the necessary time. I get it. That's not so unusual, really. Stamina potions have long been used for such purposes. It's not making it that's the issue for me, it's thinking about it. You should know better than to use your imagination in cases like this. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a little bit more complex. So that's one of the metals. It's iron. So we have to take lead and combine it twice with quicksilver to produce iron. We also have distilled water though, but only one. Oh, okay. Okay, to speed this up a little bit, let's try to optimize this for money. So absolute minimum amount of elements is this and one piston arm. That's the absolute minimum. I'm not sure if it's possible to achieve it with that. It's not, or is it possible with a regular arm? Probably not. Like, I have to reach this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of those 7, one of those 8. No, that's not gonna work, so let's go for a piston arm. And that makes everything way easier. Okay, so piston arm. So let's put a bonding glue here. And that thing over here. Actually, probably the other way around, because that way we can drop quicksilver in there without getting blocked. Okay, so we have to get the water here. I mean, we can, and later we have to get one the other way around, dip, and then have the water here. So we could put it here. No, that's too far away. We can, however, just put it here. Allows us to just move it over there. Then put the iron in, move it off. And then we're not gonna be... Oh yeah, no, then we can do this and rotate it over there. And then we have to get it to the output, and we're gonna do that by having the output like here. Actually, we're gonna do this the other way around. Because what we can do is we put the lead over here and the quicksilver over here. So doesn't really matter how we turn. No, we have to turn it this way, or oh, actually no, this will not fit because now we cannot rotate the product around here, so that's not gonna work. If we put it further away, it's still not gonna work. And we can just put the output down here, I guess, like that. Yeah, that's better. And now we can actually have this here, or maybe joop joop, rotate, joop joop. I don't know, let's see if that works. If not, we have to move it, but in principle this should be our basic setup. So we start by grabbing the water, rotate left. No, first we rotate the water twice, 3 times actually. Then we rotate the arm left once. Now it's in this position. Now we retract the arm, rotate left twice, pick up the lead. That's lead, right? Yeah, lead. Go back to the projection glyph. Drop the lead, extend to the quicksilver, pick it up, retract, drop it, extend, grab for another quicksilver, retract, drop it, retract, pick up the iron, rotate right. Now it's bonded. Now we push it 1 out. Now we drop, rotate right, retract, rotate left, push, push. That should be it. Reset. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, why not? I forgot a drop. Yeah, there's a drop that I didn't do here. What was that? Quicksilver, quicksilver, iron. Grab the iron. I did rotate. No, all good. Extend. Drop. Rotate right. Ah, forgot to grab again. Nope. Oh, god damn it. It bends too quickly. We can solve that though. Yeah, we can solve that by just pushing that further out. So take that, extend it 1 further, and then we have to get it back. So we extend 1 further, drop it there. Retract. Then we rotate back. Oops. Drop. Extend. Grab. Retract. Push out, reset. I think? Maybe. Let's see. Oh, it blocks. God damn it. Okay. Well, we only have to get rid of that thing. And that's actually easy. Just put it over here. Okay, so we have to redo the start. So we grab it. I guess we can rotate over here, push it out, and then rotate it. Yeah. So rotate the arm left. Can I somehow select all of them? Yeah. So rotate left twice. Then push out and rotate the thing 3 times. Oops. Okay, the rest should be fine for the moment. And then at some point we have to pick up the next one. Okay, so retract. Now we're here. Rotate right. Now we're here. Grab. Rotate left. I think that's it. Let's see. No, not far enough. Another extend here, I guess. Still not far enough. Oh, we can't go further. Wait, I have to. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one is here already. No, here already. So this is at maximum. We grab, we pull it back 1. Then we drop. Pull, retract 1 further. Grab. And then push it out twice. That should be it. No, this should be it. Fairly confident. Yeah, but optimizing for money is not that fun, I have to admit. This is actually pretty good on space as well, like on area, I think. It's not amazing, but it's 23. That seems pretty okay for such a big thing. I mean, obviously there's some wasted space. Not that much though. Really not that much. It's like 6 tiles that are kind of wasted, and I'm pretty sure you cannot optimize all of them away. So this is pretty close to minimum, if it is not minimum. It might just be minimum, who knows. There we go. Cost 60, that's definitely perfect. And 23 on area is very good as well. Optimizing this for time would be fun, I guess, but I really want to get to the next chapter. I hope Frederick enjoys that potion. Armand must believe Frederick's marriage is close at hand. Really? Really? Will it be the young lady from House Soria? I was just speculating. How exciting. The city would celebrate for days the union of House Van Tassen and House Soria. As provisioner, you'd have a lot of work to do. Yes, but it would be for a wedding. It would be quite fun. You arranged a party in the streets, I arranged a party in the sheets. Oh dear. Yes, well. I think that's the end of the chapter. Let's see. That's when I decided we need to re-inventory everything in the building. You should have seen the look of on Armand's face. And here's, are you paying attention? Huh? That answers the question. What? You're moping. I'm not moping. I'm merely moodily dejected. And what has the great alchemist of House Van Tassen so moodily dejected? Nothing. I mean, I'm thinking about why I'm here. You're here because you're our alchemist. I mean, in the larger sense. The alchemist is here, isn't he? Oh, that's Captain Geld. Okay. Captain Geld, what can I do for you? Your presence is required in the main hall. It's a matter of some urgency. What happened? An aggressive move from another house has taken us by surprise. We need to respond immediately. My alchemy is at your disposal. You almost sound excited. I am. Finally, something significant is happening. Okay. Next chapter. There we go. I wonder if there will be more mechanics. I saw at least one glyph I don't have unlocked yet in some gifts. Alchemical engineering, theory and practice. 50th edition, I guess. Preface: alchemy is the highest art. Its practitioners guide the course of humanity. Throughout the ages, alchemists have steered society, advised kings and queens, and otherwise shaped the world around them. By choosing to dedicate your life to the study of alchemical engineering, you have taken the first step toward becoming a steward of this supreme knowledge and a guardian of its illustrious history. The Honorable Path. Armand Van Tassen. Okay. House Colvin, that's unfortunate. I will have to lodge a formal response. Shall I begin developing weapons for counterattack? Something like a flame grenade with... I doubt that will be necessary. It's not uncommon for houses to regenerate territories this way. But they've taken over multiple buildings of ours without any resistance. They stop pushing forward soon and attempt to reinforce new borders. That's how it goes with this sort of thing. We should push back at least a little bit. We wouldn't want to look weak after all. I'll execute a limited rear guard action with forces stationed in the area. That's all? Listen, House Colvin doesn't want a full-on battle any more than we do. We'll trade a few streets and that should be the end of it. I believe young Taros Colvin is the head of that family now. Likely he's keen to test our response. I will send a message to him and we'll settle this like honorable houses. Taros, he was a bright boy. Yes, I'm sure he listened to reason. We'll see. Oh, there's another level of Sigmar's Garden? Oh no, it's the same. Okay, it just shows it in every chapter, I guess. So this is the mini game of this game. You have to collect marbles, basically. Hair product. Okay, let's take a look. This is not the best use of my time. The Patriarch has personally requested it. That doesn't change anything. As heir, Frederick must make a public appearance in the battle. Otherwise, it may be a problem for the family's honor. I get that part. It's the part about his hair needing to be styled perfectly that I don't understand. This is war. Precisely, that's why his hair gel needs to be extra strong. Do you even understand what I'm saying right now? This is how the houses work, Amateers. The way things look is very important. Maybe even more important than the ways things are. I'm starting to learn that, yes. Okay, that looks fairly simple. That in fact looks extremely simple. I mean, you have to bond it, obviously, but can just rotate it over a bonding cleave into the output. Maybe not like that, but you get the idea. Wait, let's see. Can I do this with one piston? Really, really easy. Grab, retract, rotate, drop, rotate, extend, grab, retract. It's just the same move. Wait, is it just this? No, wait, not quite, obviously. No, this is not gonna work. It's close though. Repeat it like 4 times. Okay, 3 times. Then we grab, retract, rotate, rotate twice, drop, reset. That was freaking easy. That's optimal for money and time. Money and area. Can you go with the regular piston? Maybe you can go cheaper. You might go, it might be possible to go cheaper. This is definitely optimal for area, obviously, but it might be possible to go cheaper. Let's actually try that really quick. This ought keep Frederick's hair solidly in place, even if he wanders into a cyclone. Excellent, I'll have this sent to his personal staff immediately. Here's hoping his well-styled hair helps him in the battle. He won't enter the fight, that would be madness. He just needs to be out in the streets for a little while so people see him. Will he make a little speech or something? Probably best if he doesn't. He will hold up his sword, that should be enough to inspire the soldiers. I'll take your word for it. It might be possible to do this with the regular arm. Like, we obviously need everything in place then, but that should not be a huge issue. So we spin it like here. And then we have it like this. And then we can, for example, spin it there. Actually there. Is that the shortest way of doing it? Probably. Let's see if that works. Grab, rotate left, drop, reset, repeat 3 times, then grab, rotate left, drop, rotate left 3 times, grab, rotate the whole thing left, and then reset. This level is really easy. Holy shit. I imagine it's not even hard to optimize this for cycles. This seems to be way easier than the levels that like the last levels in the first chapter. That might be on purpose, but I doubt. Usually they get harder and harder. But this is like super straightforward. So that's perfect for money. Obviously. Terrible in cycles. And not great in area either. But the other solution was optimal in area, so we take that. Rocket propellant. Shouldn't they have stayed their attack by now? Perhaps they need a little more prompting. I had the rockets brought out of storage, but much of the propellant has leaked away. When was the last time they were used? Long before either of you were born. Well, it's no problem. I just make a new propellant. I'm certain that'll be more powerful than what you had before anyway. Aren't we sanguine today? Okay, so this looks a little bit more tricky. We need fire and we need a salt machine. And then we need lots of fire. Basically, we need 5 fire per product. So 10 fire per, like, okay, I'm optimizing for cycles again. Let's not optimize this for cycles, this will take forever. Let's see if we can do it with minimum money again. Might be possible with the regular arm. Like, there's not a lot of things we have to get to. Well, it doesn't really matter. So we start by making salt. Get it in there. Get fire connected. I have to get the rotations right, but it should be fairly easy to... Oh, does it... Oh, no, wait, have to be careful. Wait, I have to test something. Let's test this. Will a bonded fire turn to salt when I move it over there? Probably. Let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have to set it up a little different. Because we have to get the output somewhere without, yeah, moving it over the salt. So we start by creating salt. 1, 2, 1 rotation, 2 rotation, 3, 4 rotations. Then reset. Grab fire. Move it there. So now we have fire, salt. Yeah, that's good. Reset. Take another fire, put it there. Now we have fire, fire, salt. So that's fire, fire, salt. Now we move it one further. And then we rotate it this direction. Now we have fire. I think we have fire, fire, salt now. Now we reset, pick another fire, put that in there. Fire, 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 salt. Fire, 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 salt. Fire, 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 salt. Rotate twice. Reset. Actually, wait. We can't get the salt there if we do it this way. So we have fire, 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 salt. And now we just rotate it till we get... Okay. So right now we have it like this. And now we have to rotate it until we have it like this. This doesn't work. Damn. This doesn't work either because now we... Oh, maybe it does. Let's see. Fire to salt into the thing. Reset. Fire, left, left. Now we have fire, salt. We rotated one over. Fire, salt. Reset. Fire, 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 salt. You could actually just, like, now the salt is on this thing that doesn't change anything. That should be fine. Now we have to, like, we have fire, fire, salt. So we rotate once further. Fire, fire, salt. And now we rotate to the left once and drop, reset. Now we do fire. Now we have fire, 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 salt. Okay, now we have it like this. And now we have to rotate it until we get it like this. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rotations, I guess. Then we reset. Then we pick up fire. 1, 2, 3, put it there. Now we have it here. Now we just have to get it to the output. So I guess we can do the output here. It's probably the easiest. Alternatively, we could have it like here. Might actually be easier. No. No. Because we will collide if we put it there. So we just put the output here. So doop. Now we have the salt in hand. So we just go 1 to the left, rotate, reset. I think that might be it. Let's see. Hey Heatley, welcome to the stream. Let's see if that works. Oh, that was one collision, one rotation too many, I guess. One too many rotations. There we go. Not optimal for area, but that's definitely optimal for money. Not great for area, obviously. You probably can optimize this quite a bit if you want to. And obviously not even close for optimal for cycles. That's not what I tried to do here, so. Yeah, optimizing for money is really simple in those. Like I didn't have one level yet where optimizing for money was hard. It's always the same strategy. You either take a regular arm and do what I just did, or in some cases you have to take a piston arm because there are too many things you have to reach. And then you do the same thing, and then you just put down a long order. And you have to think a little bit about your rotation and things, and collisions, but it's not hard. I mean, you get to see how the rockets perform. It's not hard comparably to optimizing for optimal cycle or something. The din and smoke is always quite aside. Rocket Barrage should give them a good fight. Hey, thanks for following Tim Brawler. Oh, TM Brawler, not Tim Brawler. I hope it convinces them to stop advancing. Oh yes, they'll regret not stopping earlier. It's taken us long enough to organize this response. But now that we have the full might of House Van Tassen will bear down on them. That will put a stop to their advance. Okay. Mist of incapacitation. I really want to actually go optimize for cycles. Like one of the earlier levels, but I also want to see a few of the late levels, so I guess we just put in some easy money optimize for money solutions and go with it. Like the thing about optimizing for money is it's also not the easiest solution you could put down, but it's not way more complicated than a super simple solution. Like they're fairly straightforward. Wait, the airship dog is lost now too? I thought we were pushing them back. It seems they're moving quite fast, faster than we anticipated. This is absurd, don't we outnumber them? We do, but if this keeps happening, won't we lose the war? Come, now, it's hardly a war. Then what is it? I've explained it. It's best understood as, say, a kind of diplomacy. This is absurd. I'll do it then. I'll ensure the House Colvin regrets every building they take. Okay, what do we build? Product, Mist of Incapacitation, Part A and Part B. Okay. We have to create two things this time. Okay, that's fancy. We have lead, Quicksilver, and air. We have to combine Quicksilver with air and what's that? Tin with air. So we need 3 Quicksilver. No, 2 Quicksilver. 1 Quicksilver to combine with the air and 1 Quicksilver to upgrade or transform the lead to tin. So we need one of those, obviously. How many slots do we have to reach? 1, 2. Oh, we need a bonding thing as well. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's too many. So we need a piston arm. Which then makes us probably fairly easy again. So we do the strategy again where we put the Quicksilver there. And then we have a bonding glyph somewhere. And doesn't really matter where I put them, to be honest. Actually, just gonna do that, and let's optimize this a little bit. So I think if we do it like this, we can start off by pulling air into the cliff of bonding, then dropping it there. Then we rotate 3 times to pick up the lead, grab it, rotate back, put it into the glyph of projection. Then we extend to pick up the quicksilver. Grab it, drop, retract, drop it, retract, pick up the tin, rotate to the right, rotate to the right. There we go. Now it's in the glyph of bonding. Now we extend twice. Now we're done with the first part. Now we could just reset. Pick up another air thingy. And now we just have to go for the quicksilver. So 1, 2 rotations. Extend, extend. Grab. Retract, retract. Rotate, rotate. Jup, jup. Extend, extend, reset. Oh, 1 too many rotations. Easy peasy. Oh, what am I doing? Is this... Wait, when do we get there? Oh, the reset. Okay, if we... Wait, we can optimize this a little better by replacing the reset by just drop. Yeah, this would take a little time, but it makes it better for area. And cycles are terrible anyway. So retract, retract. The thing is, if it rotates from here to here, it will actually occupy this tile. So we want to retract it completely, then rotate right, and then extend again. And the same goes for this one. You drop, retract, rotate right, extend. That should make it optimal for area and money. Yeah. Obviously it's terrible for time, but you're not gonna build this cheaper or smaller. Optimizing for, as I said earlier, optimizing for money was always simple for all the levels so far. Optimizing for area is simple for most levels, not for all. I'm gonna show you one of the levels where it was actually hard to optimize to. I didn't, because it was too hard for me. Not like I don't really enjoy optimizing for area. So it was not trivial, so I didn't do it because I didn't want to. Like, yeah, as I said, I don't really enjoy optimizing for area, but it was not not trivial in that one level, so I want to show you. These files contain a vapor that makes areas inaccessible for a time. Mist of poison, it won't be fatal. Not very honorable, I doubt Armand would be pleased. Do you have better ideas? We've been struggling to catch up this whole time. Nonsense, we're making good show of our defense while we wait for House Colvin to respond to our message. Gonzalez Tevez, I don't speak that language. I assume that's Spanish? Probably. A truce will be negotiated soon enough. Won't the terms be more favorable if we push back harder? The terms will be favorable either way. Armand is a master negotiator. It's how he built this house into what it is today. So it was one of the levels in chapter 1. Was it that one? Yeah. So optimizing for area here is a little tricky because you have to somehow get that thing to the output, which makes it a little hard. So this is still okay-ish when it comes to area with 22, but I assume you can, or I'm sure you can do way better than that. So Actually, you can see that you can do way better. Like there are people down here in the, what's that? Below 10 column? That's pretty crazy. Okay, let's solve this as well and see what it unlocks. I've got an idea for a new weapon. Something simple that even the house staff could use. The staff, those who haven't been bestowed a sword certainly shouldn't be given any other weapon. But what if House Colvin doesn't stand down? What if our soldiers can't hold the line against them? You're being foolish. A message will arrive any moment now. You keep saying that, and yet, besides, if there is fighting indoors, the damage to the property would be extremely unfortunate. If Colvin breached the perimeter, won't the consequences be much worse? There we go, new mechanic. A Glyph of Triplex Bonding. The Glyph of Triplex Bonding creates 3 separate types of bonds between fire atoms that, when overlaid, become a triplex bond. A what? Oh, it creates, okay. So now we get different types of bonds. And as you can see here, we need like a triplex bond here. So we have to use that thing to get lots of fire in there. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be possible with the regular arm. I guess it doesn't matter with which bond you start, I assume. Preferred just messaged me in the chat that they made a Discord for Strife. I'm definitely not playing Strife anymore. It's interesting that that game is still alive though. Expected it to be dead already. What is this anyway? Critelli? What that means? Oh, we need a regular. Wait, let's experiment really quick. What happens if we take fire, rotate left, drop, rotate right, pick fire, rotate left. What happens? It creates the crazy bond, but between the red bond, but between salt and fire. Interesting. So we don't want that. We want it's a regular bond, I guess. So we also need one of those. Yeah, I saw the patch, like an announcement for the patch on Facebook for a Strife where they announced 2 new heroes. It's not gonna make me come back though. I'm sorry. This means we probably need a piston arm though, because now we can't fit all the things. Yeah, I guess that's the case. Actually, maybe we can get the salt in a different way. Yeah, maybe we can do that. Let's see. So we put fire in here, rotate it around so that we get all the bonds. Then we have 2 fire and put them here and combine them with the 3rd fire. Maybe we put them here, fire, then get the 3rd fire here. So we have fire, special bond, fire, regular bond, fire. And now we rotate it. No, the other way is probably easier. So fire, fire, special bond, fire, regular bond, fire. No, the other way around. Fire, fire, special bond, fire, regular bond, fire. We have the arm on this one. No, we have to. Never mind. That doesn't really help. We have to move it. Keep them there. Put the fire in there. Rotate it. Move it there. The middle. That might work. Okay, so we have the two special fires in here. Or the two fire elements with the special bonding. Then we have the third fire here. Then we move them so that we have fire, regular bond, fire, triple bond, fire. And then the arm would be on the middle one. Then we just maybe do it the other way around. Fire, regular bond, fire, triple bond, fire. Now we have the middle thing rotated, so we get fire, fire, fire with the regular bond here. And put the salt there. Then we rotate until we are there or something. Drop, rotate, that should work. Okay. So pick the fire, rotate right twice, 3 times, drop or reset, I guess. Pick the fire, rotate right twice. So okay, now rotate the whole thing. Now we have this bond and this bond. Now we can rotate right and rotate it further. Now we have all bonds and it's in here. We reset, pick up the next fire, rotate to the left, drop, rotate left twice, grab, rotate right, rotate left, one, 2 times I think, drop. No, something is off here. Oh no, wait. Oh wait, that's not working. Oh yeah, wait. We have to, before we drop, we have to do this. Now it should work. Drop, rotate left, grab, rotate twice, I guess. Let's see if that works. Not enough rotations. Yeah, I think. Okay, I did something wrong. What though? Wait, how is this not? Does the order matter? Or is that not a regular bond after all? Like the bonds are in the wrong direction. I guess that's important. We can probably change it by just rotating that thing. It's actually quicker to spam the tab button. No, that didn't change anything. I rotated it too far, I think. No, it doesn't help. Doesn't matter. I have to combine them the other way around. That's a pain. Oops, wrong button. So, regular bond, triple bond. Fire, 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 regular bond, triple bond. And then... guess we just swap it so that it lies here. Then grab that part, rotate, and put it over there. Yeah, Archon says that there is an output that doesn't look like fire. Yeah, that's salt, but I got the salt. Like the fire will transmute into salt as soon as it gets over this cliff of calcification. Calcification, I think is the pronunciation. This might do the trick. Let's see. We grab fire, we rotate to the left twice, we reset, we grab another fire, rotate to the left. Now we rotate the whole thing to the right. 3 times. And then rotate further to the left. Now we have it here and here. Then left. Now we have it here. Reset. Grab another fire. Rotate right, right. Now we drop, rotate right. Spin it. Drop, rotate right. Grab it. Oops. Grab it. Now we have it like this. We rotate. Let's do the rotation a little later. Wait. 1 turn, then it is like that. Then we rotate it. And we spin it again. Let's see. Maybe that works. There we go. Got it. Oh, Arkan said that it actually did not transmute on my last attempt. So maybe that was the mistake. Maybe the bond direction doesn't matter. Do I have it correct this time? I have it correct this time though, so that might also be the thing. Well, hard to tell now. Not gonna flip it around again. I thought it would transmute, but apparently maybe it didn't. Who knows? Can we actually optimize area a little bit here maybe, or time or whatever? Not without a lot of effort. There, a file of fire, able to be thrown by anyone, even those with no training. I can't imagine the captain enjoying that thought. Oh no, he absolutely hates the idea. Then why pursue it? Shouldn't we take every measure possible to ensure our victory? Are you sure this improves our chances? I don't know, maybe not. I feel like I have to try everything. You're very enthusiastic at least. Karos Colvin, Master of Halls Colvin, would like you to know that he will be pursuing this campaign until you unconditionally surrender is received. For years, House Colvin has watched House Van Tassen reap the benefits of its standing without justly earning it, and Master Colvin, in his wisdom, has decided this arrogance has gone on long enough. Light your beacon green to signal your surrender, then we'll negotiate. Verin Ravari. Head Alchemist, House Colvin. I doubt that's gonna happen. Captain, what are you doing in that ancient armor? Isn't it obvious? I must lay down my life in battle. I have to take responsibility for the situation somehow. But that's such an old set. We should get you something more up to date from the armory. No, if I must be seen on the streets, I want to look like the heroes of old. The first rocket would be your end. If you insist on this set, let me at least reinforce it with some armor filament. Oh nice, now we get infinite products. I saw one of those in like one of the gifts Zachtronics leaked before, no not leaked, but teased with before the game released. Some products repeat infinitely and must be constructed as a single chain. So, okay. That's iron. So, let's optimize this for time. Optimizing for time is so much more fun and it should be fairly simple for this level. Like, we need iron, so we need 1 lead and 2 quicksilver to create 1 chain thingy. So, we get 1 every 4 cycles. Xavier says that my voices for the characters are somewhat amusing, even though I only have minor variations. Okay. There's one series of me on YouTube where I actually try to do different voices, and it's pretty horrible. So I since then just stopped it, and I guess I do it like very subtly for different characters. I could maybe I should try to find a middle ground. Like if I go too crazy, it will just sound silly. Like if I try to do a woman voice, it just But maybe I can just change the tone a little bit of how they speak. We'll see. I apparently did it already without even thinking about it. So I definitely did for the Admiral, right? In the last part. Okay, so that should be fairly easy to optimize for cycle. Basically, we can get 2 quicksilver every 4 cycles. We need both quicksilver to upgrade the lead to iron. So we can get the second quicksilver on cycle 3, move it on the Glyph of Protection on cycle 4, drop it on cycle 5, pick up the iron on cycle 5 as well, move it into the product in cycle 6, and drop it on the cycle. Drop it on the product on cycle 7. Then wait for 1 cycle, or use 1 cycle to reset and repeat. Probably a setup like that. So we have. Actually, do we have to? We don't have to. Never mind. Wait. We can make this quicker. We don't have to drop the lead. That's the wrong thing. We just have to be over the glyph. We have to drop the quicksilver though. So on cycle 5, we can drop the second quicksilver on the glyph. On cycle 6, it doesn't change anything because on cycle 6 we move. And then we drop on 7. Yeah, okay. So it's probably fairly straightforward, something along those lines. So, yeah. Okay, so arm 1 picks up the lead, rotates it over the glyph, waits for a few cycles. Wait, what did I say? It puts it over on 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and drop it on 7. Reset on 8. That's not gonna work. No, it actually does work. Never mind. Yeah, reset on 8, and then pick it up again. Arm 2 picks up the quicksilver, rotates it on the glyph, drops it, rotates back, picks up the next quicksilver, rotates it on the glyph, drops it. Repeat. And glyph 3 is the same thing, just the other way around. Oh, they collide. Why is this too quick? Oh yeah, obviously we need a second arm that also does the... yeah, okay. We also need a second arm that does the... Maybe we can do it differently. Wait, let's just do... We have enough time to drop and pick it up, so we can just have the first arm do that. Can we just repeat the first arm twice as well? No, the first arm should not... Wait, I'm a little confused. We need 2 Quicksilver per lead. I don't have to bond them, right? Do I have to bond them? Oh, I guess I have to bond them. Oops! Never mind then. We have to bond it. Well, I guess we just put the whole contraption over here then. That should still work. So still not sure why that was not quick enough. Weird. So arm 2 waits for the second Quicksilver to drop, which is here. Then moves, drops, resets. Oh wait, that's not a reset. Oh, we don't have enough time to reset, that's the problem. So we need multiple arms, I guess. Well, we can just have more arms here and everywhere though. We'll see about that. So arm 1 just drops it there, resets, waits for 4 cycles, then repeats. Arm 4 waits for the second Quicksilver to drop, picks up in the same turn, rotates left, right, drops. Actually, no. We use a track because tracks are perfect for this. So pick up, move to the right, actually, we just have to rotate it over there, right? Wait, I'm confused. I rotate it over there, and then I have another one dragging them over there. I think that's the way to go. Does it hurt that do I lose time by dropping it here? I do, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, no. Then that's, no, I don't, because I have to wait for the second one in. Yeah, but no, I still lose time, because when the second one comes in, I should just rush through till the end, actually. So that should be optimal, I think. Maybe we'll see. So we grab, we move to the right 1, 2, 3 times. And then we drop. And God damn it, where's the button? Move back. Okay, so this should work for... Like, somewhat works for the first one. Still, this one is breaking. Why is this one breaking? Yeah, I someone have to move one more, but I'm trying to understand why. So I got... Oh yeah, obviously. Oh god, I'm an idiot. I have 2 arms for Quicksilver and 1 arm for the lead. So yeah, obviously I have to create one... I have to get 1 lead every 4 cycles. So yeah, I have to repeat what I just did here. Yeah, okay. And those are just repetition. Let's write them down. Writing them out is easier to time later on, so let's do not use the repeat signal because it's easier to see when something dropped and something like that. So as soon as maybe this one is wrong as well. Let's reset that. So as soon... No, that was actually correct. Never mind. As soon as the second Quicksilver drops, we can move it to the output, then drop it there. And then move back. Yeah, okay. There's something wrong here. Left, right, left, right. Okay, now we obviously need more arms that do the same thing as arm 4 does. Fortunately, we can just repeat the setup. I guess we need 2. Yeah. So we need a second arm that does the same thing. It probably starts over here or something. It grabs when the 4th Quicksilver comes in. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th Quicksilver. So at that time we have to grab. So actually we start over here apparently. Actually, no, we have to grab before that. We start moving at that point. Okay, we don't... Okay. I don't like that. So, easy way. We make the track one shorter. Or just make the movement one shorter. So... Get rid of that, rid of that, rid of that. So that's a solution, but that's not optimal for time, I feel. I have to think about it for a moment. Pantheon writes, you don't need to start at the beginning. Try to move your 3 marks to the end of hand 4. What? Not sure what you mean by that. 3? Move the 3 marks to the end of hand 4. I don't know what you mean by that, to be honest. Okay, so what happens is actually this is optimal. Is it? No, it's not. Because this stays there without going in. So when we get to the 12th product, so now we have 11. The 12th one lies here already. We would, and it's grab, we just have to move one further and we're done with 55 cycles. Instead, we drop it, wait for another 3 cycles. So that's not optimal. Try moving them at the end. Right? Oh yeah, I know I can do this, but Well, what do you mean? Oh, they don't do anything on the first run. These two, oh yeah, they do something. They're not in the first one, but they will do something in the loop. Yeah, I guess I could start him here. That doesn't change anything though. Looks a little bit nicer. So, how can we make it? How can we do it that? I guess we can make one of the arms go straight to the end and the other one not. Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, oh no, they don't bond that way. God damn it. Okay, I think to get... Okay, to get the infinite, to get a real infinite solution, we actually have to do it the way I just did. So I think that might... I think that's the only way of doing an infinite solution. Because if you try to move the 12 in there, like straight over the bonding glyph, then the other one is not ready yet. And we cannot speed that up either. So the 12 lies here, but the 13, which this has to bond to, is not there yet. So it doesn't exist yet. Now, no, it still doesn't exist. Now it exists and bonds and instantly moves over. So this is optimal for infinity. I wonder if you can break it so it just produces 12 and it's like 3 seconds quicker. I assume it is. It seems that it's possible because Leo got 38. So yeah, I know that's area. Never mind. Never mind. That's area. There may yet be hope. Perhaps I will single-handedly turn the tides of the battle. I suppose anything is possible. What circumstances? A total offensive like this hasn't happened in generations, centuries, and yet here we are. I swore to defend House 1000 for life. I thought that would be a very long time. No matter what happens, you will be remembered, Captain. Okay, let's copy that and see if we can cheat our way or cheese our way to victory. So Pantheon tries to explain himself. I don't need to have them start in the first column. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. If I just like use those, I think what you're trying to say is if I do this, as well do the same thing, right? Yeah, okay, the start is obviously off, but no, it's not for some reason. Why not? Yeah, wait. This is the same thing, right? Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, that makes it a little easier to read, I guess. I'm not a big fan though. It makes I prefer to have them in line. That makes it easier to see what's going on at the same time. So Xavier says I should just repeat the constructions 10 times and then modify the final loop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. So we produce, with one of those rotations, we produce two iron. So if we repeat that like 4 times, or 4 more times, so 5 times in total, we have 10. So that's 10. And now, actually we can repeat for the other ones even further. Just like only arm 5 has to be different. So arm 5 does ++ drop ++ plus plus drop. So regular it would go this way. Is that correct? This is the last drop, I guess. So if we just put in another plus here. That was too early. I guess we need another full rotation. Didn't register. Oh no, I'm still one too early. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's that's a 12. We drop it, and it doesn't count. So I guess you can't go faster than that. So it doesn't count because it's not connected. So if we just remove, oops, oh, god damn it. Yeah, hotkeys. Wait. Grab, move, drop. Drop, move, drop. That was 11, not 12? Really? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, yeah, that's 11, but that's the 12th. Now wait for the next one to connect. Screwed something up. Wait, what is wrong with 4? Minus minus grab. Oh, wait 1 cycle. Okay. Wait, it counts the number of bonds, not atoms? I guess we can still speed this up though, can't we? Wait, let's run this and see what happens in the end. So 5 moves to 12 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gold. Not gold, iron. Waits for the 13th. Connects that. Moves it over. Drops it. And it doesn't count. Does it actually count the bonds? Because that would mean we just have to delay what we did before. I mean, maybe it just counts the bonds. In that case, we just repeat that one and have this one go like that. Oh, it shows that it oh no, wait. No, it highlights the bonds when they actually bond. There we go. It actually counts the bonds. So we just saved 3 cycles. Good observation. Awesome. So that's not infinite. So it completely breaks now if you try to continue it. So I cheesed my way through that level. But I saved 3 more cycles. Interesting. Let's watch that again. So we have, let's count the bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bonds. 11. 12 bonds. And this bond has to end up there to count, I assume. Now 4 does the extra move to push it in there instantly instead of waiting for the next one. And drops it and go. It doesn't even drop it. It doesn't let me step through that because it counts that the last step will actually finish it, I guess. Okay. Interesting. That was fun. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so next level, courage potion. Perhaps the Colvin message was mistaken. I wouldn't assume it was. It could still be retracted. An error by a scribe or page, the wrong letter sent. I'm sorry to say, I think that rather unlikely. Alright, give me a second. I have to open some chests in Clash Royale. Fucking game, I can't stop playing it. At least I don't spend a dime on it, but still. Okay, I'm sorry to say I think that's rather unlikely. Stay here a little while longer, Captain, I'll make you a potion of courage. Something to inflame your blood with the fighting spirit. Courage, actually. It's not French. I guess you could pronounce it French. Courage, but... well. Thank you, Annotators. That's kind of you. Okay, let's take a look. So, potion of courage. Doesn't look too crazy. Oh, it's the first. That's the first thing that completely uses the whole glyph of multi-bonding, though. Can probably do it with 1 piston arm. Yeah. Well. No, we can't, because we can't reach all of the things. Wait, if we put it there, we can, though. Yeah, okay. And now we put that one there. And all of a sudden, that's possible. Now, the question is if we want to rotate this, maybe. Where do we want the red? For symmetry, I want it there. I'm not sure if that's a good idea for optimization purposes, though. That would be fairly straightforward, though. Oh, if I don't screw up the positioning of the things, that is. For optimization purposes, it's better to do it this way. Because then I can drop... okay, first we get salt. We should probably have the salt more ready somewhere. It's not a slot we can actually reach. Salt, boop. Actually, put the salt on the other side. So, salt, put it there. Salt, put it there. No. Salt, put it there. Earth, put it there. Salt, put it there. Fire, put it there. Move. Done. So I'm optimizing for money here, obviously. Can you do it with a regular arm? No, because you have to... Maybe. Can you do it with the regular arm and the regular... Like, okay, let's not optimize. I want to do this solution because it's very straightforward. It might be possible to do this with the cliff of bonding, and it might be possible to just use the regular arm, because you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can do this with the regular arm and the cliff of bonding, I think. It might be a little tricky to do because of the sword, though. Maybe it's not possible, I don't know, but it might be. It's probably possible to do it cheaper than this, but not by much. And this is a fairly straightforward solution, so let's do that first. I want to see more levels, that is. Like, I prefer optimizing for cycles, but it takes a long time, and I really want to get to the later chapters. So, we grab the earth, we retract, we rotate to the left, we rotate to the right twice, we extend and drop the salt, or reset, I guess. Now we'll waste this area, but the area will be used anyway. I will actually waste this area as well right there. Yeah, okay, no, let's not do that, because we don't want to waste that area. So we retract, rotate left, extend. Now we're on the earth again. Grab the earth, retract, rotate right, drop the earth. Rotate left, extend, grab the earth, retract, rotate left. Now we have salt, rotate right, drop. Rotate right. Now we are below the fire. Extend, grab the fire, retract, drop, rotate left, grab, extend, drop, retract, rotate left, extend. I did something wrong. I think I forgot the drops. The extend, salt, the extend. Yeah, there is a drop missing. And that's wrong as well. Xavian says that it's possible in up to chapter 3 to optimize for money or for cost with the minimum theoretical possible amount of parts. So basically, in every level you take, if you need it, a glyph of clarification or the other one, projection or whatever it's called, a glyph of bonding. You never use that thing, and you always only use either a fixed length arm or a piston arm, I guess. Like, you need a piston arm for some levels. It's just not possible to do it with a regular one. I think, at least, if I didn't miss any idea. So, there's a rotation somewhere. There. That doesn't have to be there. Oh, okay, that's a problem. I mean, we can do it like this. No? But this works. So we grab it, we retract, we go to the salt. Now we need one more turn to the right. Now we're here, extend, drop, retract, rotate left. Rotate left, extend, grab the earth, retract, rotate right. Twice. Drop, rotate left, twice. Extend, grab the earth, retract, go to the salt, and rotate right twice. And the rest should be the same. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, the ending is fucked up. Drop, retract. There we go. So that's his 15 area, that's pretty decent. Probably not optimal though. Like there's 3 wasted tiles. Not sure if you can get rid of all of them. Potentially not, but at least a few of them. Or at least one, I guess. I could do a reset in the end, I guess, yeah. I'm just not, like... Yeah, in this case, reset construction would be fine. I don't like the reset instruction when I optimize for cycles. Because it makes it harder to see what is actually happening. It's harder to line them up correctly, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you think the courage potion will work? It seems difficult to contradict the habits of a lifetime. It will, after a fashion. The potion I gave him is mostly alcohol. Glad to see you haven't lost your willingness to toy with a poor captain, even in these dire straits. It's not toying, not this time. If honor demands that he lay down his life, I want him to feel comfortable, at least, and most like himself. That's touching in an odd sort of way. Hastily written note. My lord, the enemy is upon us. I must now enter the fray myself. It has been an honor, the highest honor to serve you for almost 50 years. If I had 100 lives, if I had 100 lives, I would give them all, but I'm sorry I have just one. Captain Ernst Gelt. Oh, actually we have, another level. Okay, surrender flare. That's foreshadowing. That's the end of it. Geld made his sacrifice, the soldiers are fleeing, and I have word from a man himself that would change the signal light on the tower to pale green. Armand is better at treaties than he is at battles. There is hope yet after the surrender. I hate this. I did everything I could. If it hadn't been for Captain Geld's stupid strategy. Is it got Geld's tepid? Tepid? Is that a word? Never heard that before. It probably is. And Amarant's stubborn insistence on keeping honor. And Frederick's inability to do anything. But the future remains to be seen. We were defeated so easily. I can't believe this. I got here just a few months ago, and the first major event is our surrender to another house. I've been here my whole life and have never witnessed something like this. The Cliff of Unbounding. Yeah, I have that ready, like, the whole game already, but it never had to be used. Holy moly, what's that? So, we have an orange flare. And we have to make it to a green flare by pulling off the middle part. Hello Niklas, welcome to the stream. Tepid means showing little enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, okay. So Xavier warns me that this is one of the levels that requires either piston or tracks for minimum cost. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go for a simple solution. I don't really want to optimize right now. Like, I don't enjoy optimizing for money and area too much. I enjoy optimizing for cycles, but that takes so long. So, okay. We have to take the iron and make it to a copper. So we have to unbound the thing. I guess we unbound it, then put it on that one, put a quicksilver in, then bond it again with the salt somehow. If I put an arm, how far, like, can I do this with, oops. No. Okay, and then we put it in that thing. It might be easier to do this with rotations. So we rotate it out. Like from here to here, basically. unbond that thing, then rotate it further to here, then rotate it further and do this, rotate it further to this, and then we need to use a piston arm to put it in the output. That will collide. Oh, well, we can push it here and then rotate, I guess. So arm 1 grabs. Oh, we have to also. Goddamn it, we have to take the salt. I mean, we can. We can probably not rotate while the salt is in place, right? No, we can't. Okay. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work because the salt is blocking us. It would be a nice solution though, if it could go around. I doubt we can get the salt in over there in time though, so that's not gonna work. Okay, what is a good setup to make this simple? Like, it's not a super hard thing to do, but I don't want to use too many things and I want to optimize it at least a little bit. So we start with something like that. Actually, let's keep the start because the start was actually fine. So rotating this thing. Oh, we start rotating it over there actually. We take off one of the salt. Pull out the salt. Get the quicksilver over there. Get the salt somewhere over here. Get the whole thing here, like that. Okay, now I just have to get the salt where it needs to be. So if I take an arm, can I get the salt out of here while all of those areas are blocked? Yeah, wait, with the small arm. And yeah, if I do this, but that will block it for further use, so that's not a good idea. I mean, I can just do piston arm here. Maybe track. Piston arm. Regular arm and track. I guess we make it one longer and push it one further back so we're not colliding. Let's see if that works. So we pick up the thing. If in doubt, abuse tracks. Yep. Let's do exactly that. We pick up the thing, rotate it to the right. No, it should unbond. We probably can't move while the other one grabs the salt, right? We don't actually have time for that. Now we have to wait to pull the salt out. So remember, it's drop, grab, move. So we can only grab after it moved there. And then we have to pull it. Maybe we can move them at the same time. I doubt we can, but that's the wrong arm. Oh, it's not a piston arm. You can. Okay, cool. This one is not good though. We have to get quicksilver in there. It's the easiest way of doing that. Maybe like that. So you can do that. We got this other one. Just get the quicksilver in there. Like, whatever. Rotate to the right, drop it, get back. And then repeat at some point. Well, we just repeat when we're done. So this one, okay, 3 grabs the salt, pulls it towards it. Actually, don't pull. I'm an idiot. Don't pull. Use the track, then I lay it down. Dip, dip. Drop it. Dip, dip. Might collide, maybe we have to delay that, we'll see. 1 goes over there, retracts again, rotates to the right. Now it is in this position. It should melt it with the other salt. Then we rotate again to get it in this position. Then rotate again and drop it. Or reset rather. Okay, not a good idea. We can, however, just rotate that thing. That makes it way easier. Actually, we cannot rotate it. Oh, wait. No, it has to be in that spot, but we can probably do this a little different. Can we just have it here, or is that still colliding? We have to delay that one. It has to drop when the other one is moving out. God damn it, now this is blocking. Oh, that sucks. How do we stop this from respawning? Like, this is really nice. The other arms are just like the other thingies are just exactly doing what they're supposed to do. Well, this one is wrong direction. Oops. But like the other ones are just like smooth, like super smooth. But yeah, yeah, that sucks. Altruism is asking how long I've worked on this, because I just started. X7 clarifies that things only respawn as long as something is overlapping them. I assumed that. I'm not sure how I would make it overlap though. It's still overlapping. Now it's not anymore. If I would rotate in the next step, like, let's assume those 2 things are not blocking. If I would, instead of extending rotate now, that would probably work. So we change the order of this, basically. Now we have to find a better way of getting the Quicksilver in there. God damn it! We can change that though. We can fix that easily though. Would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Now we bonded these 2. Besides that, it's beautiful. We could obviously use a piston instead of a track here if we want to. That would be cheaper. But oh, Arkan proposes to pick up the second thing that spawns with another arm and move it away and then get it in a different position. That would potentially work, but that's not okay. But I circumvented that problem. My biggest problem now is that this is good, but oh wait, can I? I can just. Never mind. Let's use a piston here though, instead of a track. That's cheaper. Oh, actually, no, that's not gonna work, right? Yeah, okay, never mind. The other way around. Look at it go! Wow. That's a very satisfying solution. This is not optimized on anything. Like, this is not optimized at all, but it's just a very beautiful solution. I like it. You could probably optimize this by just using like a double arm or maybe even a triple arm. Wait, which other arm takes a long time? So this one has to do... So how many steps is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 steps. It's 11 steps. This one takes 6, so we can't even do two. Like, you can still optimize it with that, but you have to take a little longer. So right now we're doing 1 per 11. We can do 2 per 12. Or 3 per 13, which doesn't change a thing. 18. Yeah, you can do 2 by 12 by use a double arm. Let's do that. I want to do that. That's just because it looks cool. So what's supposed to happen now? I'm not sure. We have negotiations. Useless. Negotiations aren't useless. No, I mean I'm useless. What good is my skill if I couldn't change anything? Why did I go through the trouble? Now is not the time for a big philosophical soul-searching reverie. You're right, of course. Let's copy that and replace arm 1 with that beautiful thing. And then can we just repeat here? And X. Can we just do it this way? Nope, something went wrong. Oh, you can't have a double piston arm. No! No, that sucks. Okay, never mind. That would have been awesome though. That would have been awesome. Just imagine this thing with double arm. It would not have worked, obviously, because of the piston, but it would be great. Would be glorious. Still, I'm very proud of the solution. Not because it's super good. It's actually fairly fast. Is this optimal? I doubt it's optimal. I would be very surprised by that. I would be very surprised if this would be optimal time-wise, but it's apparently very fast. I mean, it's an 11 cycle rotation, I guess. Can we actually do this one earlier? Damn it. Can just do everything one earlier, can't we? No. 3 cannot be earlier, and that delays the whole thing. Okay, if we can solve this thing quicker, then we could actually do this faster. Way faster, I might add. So we're trying getting salt from there to there in one step without having having the arm block the path of the thing, which is the tricky part. I mean, you can do a rotation, but that's blocking it. You can do a rotation here or here, but both are completely blocking the path, so it's not an option. So I guess I can't. I don't think I can do that, but I'm pretty sure you can optimize further, not with this setup. Just not with this setup. So now this one has to wait somewhere. Here, I think. Yeah. And now we're back to the same time as before. 11 cycles per product, which makes it 66 cycles. 64 actually. Wait, why is it 64? Oh, because we have two cycles of resetting. So yeah, 66 minus 2, 64. Yeah, you probably can set it up differently so that you can actually optimize it. Can you? The question is, can you make it even faster? Like, what's the theoretical minimum? You pick up the product, step 1. You put it on the unbonding glyph, step 2. You move it onto the projection glyph, step 3. You move it on the bonding glyph, step 4. You move it on the output, step 5. You drop it, step 6. Yeah. Actually, yeah, wait. You can, like, I mean, in theory, you can spawn one of the orange flare salts every 2 cycles, or 2 per 4 cycles. So, yeah, you just, like, make a really fast street of them going through it. That would be way faster. I'm surprised nobody did that yet. That might be interesting for this level. Maybe I do this later. Like, I'm pretty good judging by the histograms here. But you can go way quicker than this. Like, you can, in theory, get... Yeah, I mean, you can get 1 product every 2 cycles with a little bit of setup time. So it's like 12 cycles plus X. So I guess you can go to at least 30 or something, maybe even 20. And that might be interesting. Might want to do that later, but let's see what the next chapter brings first. Ha! Weaklings! You were right, Varen. Nothing to be afraid of after all. As I expected. House Van Tassen strayed from a path for too long, and we were the agents of correction. Now all that remains is to negotiate the terms. Not they have much of a bargaining position. Negotiations are boring. They're still necessary. What if we just killed them all? That strikes me as a little extreme. I hate the idea of this ancient, weak family hanging around even after we've won. They'll stick around, begging for our scraps, waxing on about the old days. It poses a risk. And you told me yourself, Varen, that the old ways were due for a change. I did, yes. You're not afraid, are you? Easy enough for you to propose the idea of attacking, but when it comes time to follow all the way through, I'm absolutely not afraid. If you believe eliminating the Van Tassen line is the right choice, then I will follow. Varen, you consider yourself clever, but just because you're the house alchemist, it doesn't mean you can place your ideas over mine. Understand? Of course, Terrace. Follow me. Chapter 3. Okay, what I like about this game, at least so far, it's actually super easy, or pretty comparably easy to other Zachtronics games, I should say, to solve all the levels. Like, it's pretty easy. Like, solving all levels in the first few chapters, if you're not going for optimization, is pretty simple. It's pretty simple, and it also, and that makes it very, like, I think this game can have a very a more broad audience, or a broader audience than the other Zachtronics games, because Yeah, you can optimize for cycles and everything and can produce crazy things, but you can also just solve the puzzles and like any way you want, and that's fairly easy. Or you can go like for beautiful solutions. Like you can just build things that look nice. I mean, you could do that in Infinity Factory as well, but the thing here is it's easier because it's easy to get a working solution, and then you just have to make it a little bit beautiful and look nice. And that's easier than like solving the later levels in TIS 100 or whatever, or Infinity Factory, that is. So yeah, I think this is way more approachable or way more enjoyable for the more casual player, or not necessarily casuals might be the wrong thing, wrong term, but just people who are not as good and experienced in Zachtronic style puzzle games, and like not as experienced as the hardcore fans. So I think you can get a lot of enjoyment by just solving the levels in a way you enjoy solving them, and you will not run into a brick wall anytime soon, I believe. Because I don't imagine this to become so, I don't imagine this trend to change quickly. I would assume that even in chapter 3 it's probably possible to solve most of the levels fairly simple if you don't care for scores. That might change in the last 2 chapters, I guess. But just solving it is not a big deal in this game, which is cool. Xavier says that you can use tracks to split up things much further away from each other, which makes everything easier. The thing about tracks is that they are slow. Like you can, fairly slow, they're not super slow, but like if you want to move some distance, rotation is the way to go. But yeah, I've used tracks in some of my earlier optimizations for cycles. So that's definitely very useful. Discarded paper. Certificate of Licensure. Anatiris via Aldi Haus von Tassen, pursuant to the Second Imperial Law concerning alchemy, and duly promulgated amendments, the Imperial Alchemists Guild hereby issues a license for the practice of alchemical engineering to the above personage in the service of the stated August halls. Okay. Aftermath. I wish we had gone back. I was clear there was no choice for us. Oh, an abandoned tailor shop, the Downriver Quarters. How I wish we could have, though. If at least Frederick had survived, there would be some small hope that Van Tassen line could continue. It's too late for that. We should be thinking about what to do next. There's nothing next, don't you understand? Nobody will want to risk dealing with us. We'll live the rest of our miserable lives in hiding. I should have gone back and died with them. Concordia. Aren't you mad too? Mad? I don't know. I'm not sure we deserve anything else after how poorly I defended the house. My career as an alchemist is in ruins. What a worthless pursuit this has turned out to be. Maybe it would be better if we forget it all. Listen, Anatius, do what you want, but I know the only next step for me is revenge. I don't know yet how I'll achieve it, but that's the purpose of my life now. Is that another of the ways of the houses? Honor, treachery, swearing revenge? No, this is about me wanting to put a dagger through the heart of those Colvin wretches. How could they be so heartless? Concordia. I'm going to step outside. I know it's dangerous, but I need to take a very long walk. Wait, Concordia. What? I was just going to say that, well, whatever it is we decide to do, we'll definitely need supplies for a transmutation engine first. I'll come with you. Okay. And we can play more Sigma's Garden. Yeah. Let's play one match of Sigma's Garden. Just want to show you how it works. It's kind of neat. It's fairly easy though. So yeah, it's a little bit like Mahjong. You have to match different marbles or reagents or whatever. So you can match the elements, like the same ones, so earth with earth, fire with fire. You can also match the elements with salt. And you can match Quicksilver with the iron thingies. But you have to start with the lead and then get to tin, to iron, and so on. Well, not the ones between copper, silver, gold, yeah. So usually it's a good idea to try to just look for the lead and Quicksilver and try to get to that as fast as possible. So where's the lead? The lead is there. Okay, oh yeah, and you can only, I should say that, you can only collect marbles that have three tiles next to them that are open, which are connected to each other. So this one has 3, 1, 2, 3, but the 3s are not connected. The 3 tiles are not connected. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 connected to each other. So that's this. So if I get rid of this one will actually open up, but this one will not, because this one has 1, 2, 3 open tiles next to it. This one doesn't. So I have to get to the lead, I have to get rid of the air tile and the darkness tile. Where's this light? I can never tell. You can match dark with light, by the way. So where's Quicksilver? Quicksilver. There's Quicksilver there. This looks like a tough one. Wow. Okay, there's a Quicksilver, fairly achievable. I have to get rid of the fire and the light one. Oh yeah, that might play to our advantage. We need an air, then we can match. Oh yeah, we can match the fires, which allows us to match the air, which allows us to match light and dark, which allows us to match Quicksilver and lead. Okay, where is the tin? There. Okay. And where's the Quicksilver we can get? There, that's fairly easy. That one's a little bit more tricky. Yeah, that's probably the easiest one. So, oh no, we can't get that one because we cannot get rid of the silver yet. So, maybe we can get fire, water, earth to get to this Quicksilver. We can also go earth, darkness, fire though to get to this one, or earth, light, fire to get to this one. So multiple options. So let's just try to get to the tin, which requires us to get rid of this light, which means we should go to the Quicksilver that was blocked by darkness, which is this one. So let's... Do we need the earth? That's water, right? Yeah. So we can use the 2 earth thingies, then combine light and darkness. And we need water. We can get water. We need that fire anyway. So we can now combine water, tin and Quicksilver. There we go. Yeah, we have to be careful with the salt. You cannot use salt with salt, so you have to use some elements with salt, and you have to, since there is an even number of every one of the elements, you have to match them, like 2 salt with 2 water, for example, and 2 salt with 2 earth. Or something along those lines. Okay, next one is the, what's it, not copper, or iron. So iron is there. So we have to get rid of this one, we get iron. And we can either get another Quicksilver here or here. This one is fairly easy. So we need darkness to get to this iron. Where can we get a darkness? There. There. Both very achievable right now. Let's just use one of them. And which Quicksilver do we go for? I can just go for another darkness and get this Quicksilver, or just match the earth. Okay, last Quicksilver is there, and the silver is there. Actually, we need the copper first, which requires us to get rid of this one and the fire. The Quicksilver is... Wait, there's another Quicksilver here. Yeah, okay, wait. There we go. And now we have to match a silver with the last Quicksilver, and then we can match the gold. Like, you don't have to match the gold with anything. We just have to match last Quicksilver with the silver, and then we can collect the gold. So I guess we just use salt with the earth, then use air with another air, Quicksilver, silver. Match those, match those. Watch those. These. Let's... yeah. Bing! There we go. You unlock more story when you win, I think, yeah, 10 games in total. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't count down. So yeah, I have 2 wins now. If I get 10, it gives me more story. Let's not do that right now. Alcohol separation. Before you ask, no, this gin is not because I'm taking things poorly. It's for alchemy. I wasn't about to ask. It's a rather brilliant scheme, actually. I'm going to isolate individual elements from the alcohol. It's essentially the reverse of the process I used earlier when Anatias, yes, don't ever give up alchemy. Okay. Oh, what do we get now? The Van Bellows wheel. By using Van Bellows wheel with the glyph of duplication, neutral salt can be turned into any of the 4 cardinal elements. Because it is typically only used if an alchemist cannot otherwise access one or more of the 4 cardinal elements, Van Bellows wheel is sometimes called the alchemist's last hope. Uh-huh. Van Bellows wheel. I guess you don't... Do you, like, can you use the glyph of duplication? No, I guess... Yeah, I assume you don't actually need that though, right? Okay, we need it this time because we don't have... Oh yeah, okay. But okay, what I mean is, can we use this with the regular thing as well? Like, can I just do... I don't know. Can I just do like this? Put it there? I assume I can't. Wait. Alright, okay. So in theory, I probably could do that, but I mean, wait, I have an idea. Let's see if that works. We grab, we push, we rotate 3 times. All prize must be placed. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. So just to know how that works. Interesting. Altruism says that he watched someone else play this and he can show me a GIF after I solved it. Sure, if it looks beautiful. This is interesting. Okay, now, this is where things start getting really weird. So we can produce whatever with this thing. And we have to basically get the salt on that part. And then unbond them. With the glyph of unbonding. And sort them. Holy moly, okay, now it starts like... Okay, this is a level that is not super simple to solve. At the very least. Wow. It will be a little harder to just find a solution. It will be pretty hard to actually optimize it. Let's take a look at the other level really quick that is available. Water purifier. Is that a glass of water from the river? How'd you guess? That lovely grey color was the giveaway. You weren't going to drink it, were you? We're going to need water if we're to remain here for the time being. I know you've never been in this part of the city before, but really, look at that. Right, well then I'll fix it. You have to produce water with lots of salt around it, and we have earth and earth with lots. No, that's water. Never mind. Is that no? That's earth. No, it's water. Okay. Oh, earth is more green than that, I guess. So earth and air. We can transform the air into salt. Well, the earth as well. The water as well, I guess. Okay, that's interesting. So. Wow, okay, the levels really get more complicated now. I can think of so many ways of solving this. Like you can use one of those, maybe? You could either only transform air into salt and stick it on the earth, or you can use both to create salt and just like create, yeah, one too many, basically, like 4 water and 3 air. Or if you're going for really crazy cycles, you have to split. You have to like produce two of the products by going for 8 of each. No, how many do you need? Wait, you need 7 parts, so 7, so 14 of each for 2. So 14 in total, so 7 of each. What does the glyph of the triangles do? This is just the glyph of calcification. It turns any basic element into salt, which is what you need for this level. So if we put water on that, it becomes salt. Oh my gosh. Okay, now it starts to get in, like this levels now start to get a level of complexness where I prefer going back to the earlier levels and optimize them. So I think I want to do that right now. It would be nice to have like an overview, like it would be nice to can scroll through those things and instantly see my scores or something, because now I have to click through all of them, see if I can optimize them. Like this one is not, wait, chapter 2, chapter 1. Did I optimize for Zygotes here? Health tonic is definitely optimized. Stamina potion is not. Now wait, which was the one that was fun? That wanted there was one that I wanted to optimize in chapter 2. I can't even imagine what happens in chapter 4 and 5. Like you remember, as I said, I imagine that level chapter 3 levels will all be fairly simple to solve. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Optimizing this for cycles will be crazy. Let's see. So the goal is to create one every 2 turns. So we need 2 arms that grabs them and rotate them somewhere else. We might want to start with big arms so we can get them further apart. Actually, do we want them further apart? Oh wait, you can just do it like this. Now we move them from here to here very quickly. So that's cool. That might be too quick though. I imagine that we cannot get... We cannot keep it moving like that, so optimally you probably can do it with having multiple roads basically. Let's see. So this one rotates over here. The other way. If we take the salt out here and then move it over there. push it with the track. You have to still like. Getting a quicksilver there will be tough as well. I'm not sure where to bind them afterwards. I mean, we could go with this, but this will be hard to set up. Well, actually, maybe it's not that hard. Get the salt out here, get it over there. This one goes dead. And then we're stuck though, because we can't continue the track. Well, actually, I'm looking at the clock, and I have to say I'm not gonna solve this now, but this might be very interesting to optimize for cycles. I think you can go really crazy with this one if you build an awesome contraption. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that now though. So I guess we're gonna wrap this up. So I'm gonna try to record a proper video for this tonight and upload that. We'll see how that goes. So yeah. That was fun anyway. Great game. Thanks all for watching. Have fun and see you next time.